Good morning to one and all. In last lecture, we discussed about the concept called D flip-flop. So for the D flip-flop, we need to have the characteristic and excitation table in this lecture. So first of all, for D flip-flop, we need to have the truth table. So here I am explaining for the D flip-flop. Okay, now this is our truth table for our D flip-flop. So as we discussed in the last class, D flip-flop is nothing but whatever may be the D input, that is my 0 as my input, it is coming as directly as my next state as 0 also. If my input is D is equal to 1, my next state is also equals to 1. So whatever may be the data I am having here 0 is in the next state as it is. Whatever may be the data I am having 1, it is in the next stage as it is. Therefore, this is my data flip-flop. This is our truth table. So from this truth table, we can understood that simply we can state that this is our next state. This is our next state. So in next state, my variable is qn plus 1. In order to get this next state of qn plus 1, I am dealing with this qn and along with this the input values as d. So here, so my d is my present state and my next state is qn plus 1 along with this qn. So from this truth table I can draw my characteristic table. So a characteristic table is derived from the truth table and excitation table is derived from the characteristic table as we explained in the SR flip-flop. So here for the characteristic table my inputs are qn. In order to get this next state I am dealing with qn and as well as two inputs. My two inputs are as 0 and 1. My 0 and 1 are dealing with the d. Therefore I can have my input qn and d. These are the two inputs. Whenever I am having two input variables, my number of possibilities are 4, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So now I would like to have the explanation regarding to the characteristic table. So here you can check that. So when d is equal to 0, when d is equal to 0, so when d is equal to 0, I am showing with this color. So my output is 0. Therefore, I am having my output is 0. I'm showing with one more color. When my D input is equals to 1, when my D input is equals to 1, so D is equals to 1, therefore my output is 1, therefore I kept my output as 1. In the similar way, when my D input is equals to 0, so I'm getting my 0 as a output. Okay, and in the similar way, we can have the representation for this 1 also. So if my D is equal to 1, my output is 1. So simply I can state that from this particular truth table, characteristic table, so I can say that I am getting my output so as it is. So 1 and 0 and 0 and here also 1. So what we can understood that my D as my exact output for the next state. So whatever may be the D, it is coming as 0. Whatever may be the D, 1 as coming as next state, 0 as coming as next state, 1 as coming next state. Therefore my characteristic expression, so for this characteristic expression of next state, my qn plus 1, so that qn plus 1 is equal to D is directly coming. So we can understand from the characteristic table. Therefore, I have written my expression as qn plus 1 is equal to d. Now, so characteristic table is derived from the truth table, and now excitation table is derived from this particular characteristic table. Now, this excitation table can be completely reverse process. So we can say qn and is my input here and qn plus 1 is my output here. So just I would like to consider qn and qn plus 1 are my inputs here. So qn and qn plus 1 are my inputs. So for this simply I would like to have, whenever I am having two input variables, my possibilities are 4, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So now we can understand that from this I have drawn one more characteristic table here. So from this characteristic table I will explain this excitation table. So here we can say that simply when my qn is equal to 0 and qn plus 1 is equal to 0. So I am showing with one color. So qn is equal to 0, qn plus 1 is also equals to 0. So qn is 0 and qn plus 1 is equals to 0. Therefore my output is 0. So I have my output as 0. And in the next case, when my qn and qn plus 1 are 0 1 condition, so here 0 1 condition 0 Qn is 0 and Qn is 1. In this condition my output as 1, so I have written my output as 1. And in the next condition I can have my 1 and 0 condition, 1 and 0 condition. So here you can observe that this is my 1 and this is my 0. At this particular condition I am getting my output as 0, so getting my output as 0. And in the last condition I can state that, so when Qn and Qn plus 1 are is equals to 1, it means that, so here also it is 1 and it is also having 1, therefore I'm getting my output here as 1, therefore I'm writing my as 1. So okay, therefore this is my excitation table. So here we can understand that characteristic table and excitation table are the uh, we are using these for the designing of counters and as well as the registers concept. So here also we can have the excitation equation also from this particular truth table. So simply we can have the excitation table here, excitation table. From this excitation table I can have my logic expression for excitation equation. So simply I can have my excitation equation, uh, so where I am getting my 1, so in the position of 1 and in the position of 0 1 2 3, so this is my output. So simply I can have my mapping, and then so this is my Qn and this is my Qn plus 1. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 0, this is 1. So for this I need to have my expression. So just you check the row is varying, so therefore my common term is Qn plus 1. So Qn plus 1. So this is our expression for D is equal to Qn plus 1. This is my excitation equation. This is my excitation equation. And we have the here. So Qn plus 1 is equal to D is our characteristic equation. So this is what the concept regarding to the characteristic and excitation table for D flip-flop. So in next lecture we discuss about JK flip-flop. Okay. Thank you.